Don't forget to check if a zombie villager is a nitwit before curing it. This can be really annoying, and I don't want you to waste your time, so just make sure you double check that before you cure it. Also, you can use fire resistance to just prevent the zombie villager from burning up if you can afford that. In addition, if it took a huge amount of damage and is at risk of dying, if you splash it with harming potions, that'll help actually to heal it. The next thing is when there's potions that can be both amplified and extended, don't forget that the extended potions exist. The only way to really fully regenerate your health is with the extended one. Leaping is pretty powerful. It can still last for longer, much longer, and allow you to jump pretty high. Still pretty good. Swiftness is like, if you're not super concerned about your speed, but you still need to be moving quicker in the background, this is going to be quite a good deal on your resources. The power boost from strength is actually the same as sharpness 5 in Java Edition, so this length time boost definitely outweighs the damage boost that would come from the shorter one, to the point that you can do much more total damage with this. Poison is kind of like regen, where if you want it to fully work, fully drain someone's health, almost act like they're on fire while you're attacking them, the extended one is great. Extended slowness is good for the same reason extended speed is, which is that if you're attacking someone and you want them to go a little slower throughout the whole thing, Turtle Master is amazing, even extended. Resistance 3 is still a very large damage reduction. And Slow Falling is just one of those potions that is really overpowered, even though people forget about it. When you drink it, you don't fall normally, you fall slowly, so if you're in a dragon fight or something, or you're with shulkers, that's great. Weakness is another incredibly powerful effect. If you splash it on a mob that, like a zombie, the zombie often can barely damage you at all, and even if you splash it on a Vindicator or Piglin Brute, you've definitely slowed down how quickly it can kill you. Invisibility is known for not hiding your armor, but an upside that it has is it still makes it only 70% of the normal distance that mobs can see you, which when combined with sneaking, which brings you down to 80% of normal, that means those combined effects can be pretty useful. When re-rolling a Librarian trade, don't get hooked on any one enchantment if you know you need several of them. Instead, make a list of all the ones you need, and then each time one of them pops up, trade. You don't want to add extra repetitions that come from skipping some of the ones you're going to need later the first time and then coming back later to have to go and get those again. It's just much better to make a checklist and each time they happen to appear, check them off and trade. Also, trading clay is usually a little bit faster and more efficient of a trade than stick trading. When enchanting armor, you only need one armor piece to be a different protection type to get the full effects of that other protection type. It could be which one is the cheapest with iron, which one is the cheapest in the anvil to enchant, which one will break the quickest or slowest. Blast damage, it's better to put it on leggings. Oh yeah, and also armor points, whichever one has lower, higher armor points. It's infinitely easier a lot of the time to gradually up your enchantments over time. There's a positive feedback loop where each level makes it slightly easier to get to the next. You might get more resources, take less damage. If you enchant a pickaxe with Unbreaking 1 or 2, that's still 2 or 3 times as long of durability, which can make it easier to ultimately get Unbreaking 3. For example, what you could do is you could go out and kill cows until you have enough leather for a few bookshelves, enchant to looting 1. With looting 1, kill enough to get some leather to enchant up to looting 2 and place more bookshelves to get up to there. Then once you have enough bookshelves for looting 2, you'll be able to craft enough bookshelves to fill up the whole thing, and then you can progress to looting 3 if you want. Here's the cheapest way to use the enchanting table. When you put in your item, look at the level 30 slot to see if it has what you're looking for. If it doesn't, then build up to the lowest number of levels shown, so in this case 8. So go only up to level 8, not any higher. And once you're at that level, enchant it at the lowest level and grindstone it. Now check the level 30 slot again. Let's say I want Fortune 3. I would be doing this until I see Fortune 3 here. So once again, go only up to 7, which I'm already at. Grind it. and then check the level 30 slot again. The key to this method is to never go past what you see here. Now that I've gotten Fortune 3 in the level 30 slot, what I need to do is gradually break bookshelves until I find the lowest level that it appears at. So Fortune 3 is at 28. It's at, okay, 26. Now I've dropped down to Fortune 2, which means that this is the cheapest, in this case, way I can get Fortune 3. Sometimes you may need fewer bookshelves, but in this case I need to go to level 28 to reach it. And also, as an additional point, once you find the lowest level that you can do your enchanting at, in this case 28, don't go past that level. Some items have a lot more enchantments than you may think are possible, but only in the Anvil. For example, flint and steel, shields, warp fungus on a stick, also carrot on a stick too, can have Unbreaking 3 and Mending. The compass can have Curse of Vanishing. The shears can have Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. And the pumpkin can just have Curse of Binding, which seems pretty useful. And well, how am I supposed to take this off? Also, if something was already enchanted in the enchanting table, then that means it can help to reduce your Anvil usage cost, because technically this has 0 uses according to the Anvil. If you look up Minecraft Anvil calculator, there's enchantment calculators for the Anvil that can tell you the lowest cost way to enchant something. So for example, the cheapest way to get these would be to first combine with Looting 3, then with Sharpness 5, then combine Unbreaking 3 with Mending, and to combine these two. Don't go to the total number of levels it says you need in the calculator. Instead, what you should do is every time you do an Anvil step, just go to the smaller, like, sub XP level here. And lastly, always enchant after upgrading stuff to netherite, because if you enchant before, you lose enchantability. So for example here, the diamond suggests Bane of Arthropods 3, but the netherite suggests Bane of Arthropods 4.